And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Throwing on first down. Quick. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 35-yard line.
Here we go. Who's that? Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on second down. Quick. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On first down, it's Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 88. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Great.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check.
Express.
Newton on first down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now a give, right side. It's Wilkins. Oh, he knocks him over. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows? They may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On first down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back to throw. Quick to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball. Check.
They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking to throw. Quick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And it's third down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Back to throw. Quick. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Great.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball.
On third down, Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off play action. Newton. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. The shotgun snap for Newton. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
20.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And Diggs has it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
20. Check 80. Mike 54. Down to lose one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense, as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw. Quick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Let's go. Do it. At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action. It's Newton. Looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down. Quick. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Following the fumble recovery. Quick. He finds Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You must be dreaming. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Slam. Switch.
They run with Taylor. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now a handoff here to his running back.